You don't have to have a dedicated tool for every single different job in the lawn. You don't have to have rotary scissors. You don't need an edger. All you really need is a string trimmer. That's all I've got. Do all my trimming, all my edging, all my tidying up with this Stihl FS56RC. Pretty standard straight shaft string trimmer for homeowners. Now, you've probably got a string trimmer too, but you're probably doing 3 simple things wrong, and that's what we're going to talk about today here on Budget Lawns. Hey, I appreciate you joining me. As always, if you find this video helpful, please give me a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. Now, when it comes to string trimming, we often talk about which direction to walk, which way the head spins, all these things when it comes to actually getting out in the lawn and using it. Now, these tips today are going to be involved with using it, but they're not ones that you typically hear. So let's jump into the first one. Well, if you're using a string trimmer, you have to have one very important thing, and that's trimmer line. And you don't want this stuff to break, right? So you want to try and use the strongest and the thickest line as possible for your string trimmer. I use Stihl's 2.5 millimeter, 0.095 inch line. But a mistake you might be making is buying too much and using old trimmer line. One tip is just try to buy enough trimmer line to last you a season. Say you bought a big roll of it and it's pretty old, you might find that it starts breaking really easily. Any contact with concrete or rocks and it just snaps off like that. Well, odds are if it's old, it's really brittle. One way you can fix that, take your trimmer line, fill up a Ziploc bag or some sort of baggie full of water, and insert the trimmer line in it for 24 hours. That will take that trimmer line from hard and brittle, will add a little bit more moisture, you could say, and soften it up, and your old trimmer line will be just like new. Tip number 2 will also help keep you from snapping off that trimmer line all the time. People tend to let their trimmer line get too short. I try to keep mine all the way out to this little cutter here. So when it gets too long, that cuts it off and it brings it down to its ideal length. If you let your trimmer line get too short and it keeps snapping off, well, the friction inside the head will kind of fuse that trimmer line together. It will kind of melt it together from the heat. And then when you try to release more trimmer line, guess what? Doesn't come out. You got to take it apart and undo the jam. So don't let your trimmer line get too short. Keep it the right length and you won't have to stop trimming to untangle things all the time. Now this last one may be the most bonehead mistake of all, and one I fell victim to when I first started string trimming. So you want to bump it. You want to tap it on the ground, get some more trimmer line out. And for some reason, it's just not doing anything. Odds are you're not full throttle. When you're using your bump, trying to let out some more line, you need to be full throttle to make sure your trimmer works correctly. I'm telling you folks, these are 3 simple things that will take your trimming game to the next level. Well, there you are, folks. I share these tips with you because they beat my booty when I was new in the lawn care game. I have experienced them all, so I hope that my mistakes will keep you from making them. Hey, again, folks, I appreciate you being here as always. Your support means so much to me. It's the reason why this channel is even possible. Again, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, comment down below. Let me know if any of these things have happened to you, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And hey, I also invite you to join me and Joe from Wooderboy Productions every Tuesday evening here on the Budget Lawns channel for the Budget Wooder Show. It's a live stream where we talk lawns and life and everything in between on Tuesdays at 9 Eastern, 8 o'clock Central. We'd love to have you be part of the conversation. But until then, folks, that's going to wrap it up for this one. We'll see you next time.